Short Strand, Inner East, is an interfaced area within East Belfast. Short Strand is a predominantly nationalist or Catholic enclave, surrounded by predominantly Unionist or Protestant Inner East Belfast. Although there is a history of division between the two communities dating back over a century, sectarian tensions rapidly escalated following the outbreak of the Troubles in 1969, and the consequent movement of population hardened the residential segregation already evident in the area. Physical barriers were built from the 1970s to separate the two communities. Over the years, walls have been strengthened and even in some cases built anew, even after the Good Friday Agreement of 1998. For example, the Bryson Street Wall was first established in the 1970s and it was increased in size during the 2000s. Originally conceived as temporary barriers, these peace walls are now an everyday part of life for people who live in this area of Belfast. The structures have shaped the social and cultural fabric of life for these communities over generations. In a unique oral history project, Belfast Interface Project set out to capture the everyday experiences of people living either side of these peace walls in East Belfast. This oral history project would not just be cross-community, but intergenerational. We wanted to capture stories of those who lived in a shared community before the peace walls were erected, those who were segregated as the walls were built, and those who have never experienced life without them. The project officially began in 2017 when we engaged in dialogue with community workers from both Short Strand Community Forum and Charter NI. We then held a series of facilitation sessions with a range of residents in both communities to raise awareness and understanding of the project. Overall, 23 oral history interviews were recorded and fully transcribed, 11 with residents from Short Strand, 11 with residents from Inner East, and 1 with a retired policeman who formerly worked in the area. The stories we heard were fascinating.
I can honestly close my eyes and I can see all that all over again, honestly. There was no sense in us, you know what I mean, like that at all. And there was no, well, there was bits of this and bits of that, maybe fighting, but nothing out of the order, you know.
But I remember coming out of school and you would have went into Thistle Court, Madrid Street would be there and that would be open, so you'd have half a street would be Protestant and the other half a street would be Catholic, and there would be a space in the middle with a couple of houses that were derelict, and that was the interface, that was the main set of an interface. It wasn't an actual direct barrier or a physical barrier, it was in your mind that was the point of no return. It's no different to any wall across Belfast, you know, it was a backyard wall, but it just had that extra edginess to it, and the fact that it wasn't just barbed wire, it was actually metal turnspikes.
I feel sorry for the kids that have known nothing else, only the walls. They're depressive. They're a daily reminder of what we've came through.
It makes you feel closed in when you realise there's a wall blocking you from people, but you just live with it after, because it's not going to change.
It's like a jail, because there's like walls and all everywhere, blocking us from like other people and all. If you have friends like in the Protestant side of the wall, like you'd be too scared to go up on your own.
To divide community relations between like Catholics and Protestants, but at the same time I think they're needed as well.
As part of the project, 5 young people from Short Strand and 5 from Inner East were mentored. All of the mentees went to the Bar Academy at Cool FM to gain media and journalism skills. During this training, they produced an audio documentary chronicling their experiences of growing up in the Short Strand, Inner East interface area. Out of the project, we've produced an archive that will preserve the social and cultural heritage of people who have lived in and around the peace walls of Short Strand, Inner East over several generations. This unique archive of interviews will be stored securely in Linen Hall Library. A publication that draws upon the oral history interviews and archival images of the area has been produced alongside a rotating exhibition. But the project doesn't stop here. All equipment used has been distributed amongst the 2 communities who took part, and the media and journalism training gained by the 10 mentees has given them the skills to continue the oral history interviewing initiated by this project. This project could ultimately provide a model for a range of training and heritage outcomes in the marginalised interface communities across the city of Belfast.